Okay, so this is our very original planting that we did at this farm at Bundarra. This block was planted 21 years ago. It was planted as a crisp pink, original pink lady, and at 1 year old trees was when Rosy Glow was first released, the high coloured pink lady. We went and we cut it down and we regrafted it over. That was probably the best decision we ever made in our life. And ever since then, we've only ever planted high colour pinks, and we don't have any non-high colour pinks left. This block here, it's a pretty traditional Goulburn Valley pink lady block planted in that era, 4.5 metres by 2.25. It's 1,750 trees per hectare. It yields, between 68 and 80 tonnes every single year. It's very consistent. It's got every 10 metres it's got a granny and it's got a crabapple pollinator. So it's always been good. These have always been our best performing blocks, but the problem with this is just they are complex to work with. You can see we've got big complex branches. So to send a pruner in here, it's a lot more detailed, it's a lot more work to teach them, because we can't just say just cut the biggest branches out, because we'll have no branches left. But we've done a really good job of keeping light windows and tunnels so that we can let light through to get good colour. These have been harvested, so these are still probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from being harvested. So these will be just as good as the block that were other blocks that we have for colour. But just as an example, when we come in here to prune, we could potentially spend anywhere from 200 to 250 hours a hectare pruning, compared to most of our other blocks where we spend about 80 hours, where we have the double leaders, and hopefully less where we've got the quads. So it's just about making things simpler. So I believe you can grow just as good a fruit in this system, just as good a quality, everything's just as good, but it is a little bit harder. It's a lot harder to train people. You need a little bit more specialty workers in here than just the simple. And the same with thinning. Even I would say that we spend at least 30% more thinning here, even if the thinning job's the same. Just because it's a little bit more complicated. It's not quite as easy. So everything in this system is harder. And I think for all of us, we can grow good fruit like this, but we just need to go back to simpler systems so that we can train up unskilled labour, and we don't need skilled labour to go forward to do the work. Because if we want to pay unskilled labour rates, we have to be able to give unskilled labour work.